Hi guys, good morning. Guys, if you are able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So we'll begin with today's session. So what happened in the last session and what I covered in the last session? I was automating the drop-down field. I was automating the different type of calendars basically. So let me go to that. Automating calendars was something I was covering last time, right? Automating calendars. Copy this and I'll paste it here. And we are here. So as part of this, I covered this one completely. Now let's move on to the next one. Using JavaScript executor for selecting the dates from a calendar. Okay. What is the kind of situation you will get when you have to run the JavaScript code via JavaScript executor for selecting the dates is something that I'm going to cover now. Let me open Eclipse IDE. Okay, let me hover the mouse. Let me open Eclipse IDE, guys. Meanwhile, I'll open this application URL where the calendar field is available. Using JavaScript executor for selecting the dates. Same application. Here, I want to select the date with the help of JavaScript executor. So normal way, guys, normal way, how did I select the required date in this calendar? When I have to click on this, I have to wait for this calendar options to come, like month, day, month, year, and dates related options. Then have to keep clicking next option until I reach my destination point. Let's say 2027. Okay, March 13, let's say March 13, 2027. Like this, you see, have to go this way. But you can also do this with the help of JavaScript. For that, you don't have to click here and select all the dates and you don't have to click on the next and all these options. It's very easy to do this, guys, using JavaScript executor. I'll tell you, if normal, generally we go with this method when the normal way of selecting the date from the calendar is not working, then you will go with the JavaScript way. Okay. So don't directly implement this JavaScript executor because of it's very simple. Okay. So use this technique only when the normal way of automating the calendars is not possible. Clear, everyone? When do we have to use a JavaScript executor running some JavaScript code for selecting the date every time, or only when Selenium things are not working? When we have to use a JavaScript executor, when Selenium default things are not working, normal Selenium things are not working, then we have to go for JavaScript executor. But I'll show you how to do that, but you don't have to use it. Until the normal Selenium things are not working, you should not be using the JavaScript executor. You are right, Rajkumar. Whatever you have typed into the chat box is 100% fine. Okay. So everyone type. When normal Selenium things are not working, then only we'll go for JavaScript executor. Like Rajkumar, you can type in the chat box meanwhile. Yeah. Okay. The concept is very simple and same. The same application page that we have already automated in the previous sessions as part of this one. Okay. Now we are going to use a JavaScript executor. That's the only difference we have now. Okay. That's the only difference we have, guys. When normal Selenium things are not working. Okay. Then only we have to go for JavaScript executor for selecting a calendar or something. Okay. The JavaScript executor will come in different places for us going ahead. We only have to use a JavaScript executor for running the JavaScript code when normal Selenium things are not working. Okay, let me close this tab and create a new class here. Create a new class. Right click on this and select new class. JavaScript executor, calendar, temp. Okay. I'll name this class like this, and with the main method I'll create. Here I'll write down the code, same code, very simple and straightforward code I'll write, so that I can reach that page where the calendar field is available. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I have pressed Control Shift O so that this Chrome driver class has been automatically imported from the Selenium.chrome package or library. Okay, then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. Here I'll provide the application URL. This is application page URL where we have this. When I refresh this page by default, how the application URL is there. You see, like this, it will be there. I'll copy this application URL and paste it here. I'll paste it here. Once it is pasted, then the next task is that I will go to the, I'll inspect this field. First of all, I'll inspect this field, calendar field. I don't have to click inside this. I have to inspect only. Right click, inspect this. So it has an ID, date picker ID is there. Copy this ID of that calendar date text box field. Copy this and create a web element here. First of all, driver.find element by dot xpath. Okay, give the xpath expression, put a semicolon. This is nothing but date field. Date field is equal to, it is going to be very simple, guys. Just one line or two lines you have to write here to run the JavaScript code. But this is not the direct option that you have to use. Only when default Selenium things are not working, when normal default Selenium things are not working, then only we need this kind of code we have to write for selecting the date in the date fields. Okay. So now I will create driver. I'll put a driver here and typecast with this. What is that? JavaScript executor, right? JavaScript executor, I'll say JavaScript executor. And here I'll say JSC is equal to, pour the mouse on this and say create local variable. Control Shift O. Then JSC dot execute script, guys. Okay. And here in the arguments, you give the date field where you have to, enter the date into the text field. Okay. So here I'll write down arguments of 0 dot text is equal to, I am thinking this is the one. If not, I'll try other one. Here already double quotes are there. That's the reason I'm using single quotes in between double quotes. Here I'll write the date as whatever the date I want to select. For example, I want to select something from 20. Let's see till where I can go. April 4, 20. Okay, April 4. Wait. Yeah. May 17th, 2028. Okay, this is the date I want to select. I'll just give the same thing here, guys. Okay, I don't have to take that much effort. And run the script and see what is happening. With the help of this JavaScript code, you see arguments of 0 dot text is equal. Directly, I'm changing the text in the text space. Okay. Oh, sorry, XPath I mentioned here, right? ID actually. That's correct. I'll stop this. Ashish, you are right. That's ID directly. I was using ID, but I typed XPath there. That's correct. I corrected now. Let me run the script again. The web element should be by.id. Because I copied the ID of the element. So for creating the text field web element. Let's wait for the page to load and see whether anything is happening here. I don't see anything is happening. Get an exception or something. Okay, I think I have made some mistake somewhere. That's okay. Arguments of 0 dot. I'll write this code. Just give me a second. I forgot maybe, but I'll find it out. because I don't remember the JavaScript. Okay, I don't remember the JavaScript. Whenever required, I'll just how to use how to run JavaScript code in Selenium Java scripts to enter some text into the text fields. Let's try this out. You'll get the answer. Yeah, value you have to use, guys. Okay, you have to use value. Arguments of 0 dot value is equal to. So I used a wrong thing. That is, I said text actually. It should be value is equal to. Okay, so that's the date. That's the reason. Arguments of 0 means what? This date field. This is the 0th argument. After the comma, right? What are the arguments available? How many arguments are there? Only one is there, which is at the index 0. Arguments of 0 for referring to this one. And say dot value is equal to. I'll cover all this, JavaScript related stuff later again in depth. But for now, understand here because the thing has come in advance. You have to understand. We have to use arguments dot value in the JavaScript code. We don't have to remember JavaScript code whenever we need. You can Google search and get it. Okay. Arguments of 0 dot value is equal to the date that I want to enter into the date field. Instead of taking a very big task like clicking on the date field, selecting next until the current month date will come. Okay. This is another way where we can select the date in the date field. You see, after the page loads, anything is required here. Very simple, right? Using the JavaScript, by running some JavaScript code, we are interacting with this particular DOM element and directly changing the value of this particular field like this. Okay. But this is artificial, guys. It's not real. So you have to go to this kind of situation only when the normal default Selenium Java predefined methods and classes are not working in this case. Okay. Then only you have to go here. Otherwise, it should not go this way. This is a final way, final thing that if nothing is working, you will use a JavaScript executor, but by default, you should not. Okay. Do this kind of stuff. Everyone clear? Everyone clear with this, how to run the JavaScript code? Okay, you can get this JavaScript code from, Googling it or ChatGPT, you can get the JavaScript code. And simple thing is that to run the JavaScript code on this particular date field, to change its text value to required date. Using the value attribute of the JavaScript, you have to do that. Okay. If everyone is clear, type C in the chat box. Janavi is saying clear, AB is saying clear, Vishwa is saying clear. What about others? Are you guys clear with this concept? Just types in the chat box. Yes. Rajkumar, Nigora, Kumari, Ashish Pandey. Yes, they were saying and clear they are saying. Yeah. Rita, Pushkar. Okay. What about other people, guys? I see a lot of people joined my session today and you're not typing any C over there. Just try to interact, guys. Okay, meanwhile, I have stuck with something here. What is this option? Why it got selected? Gone. Yeah, okay. So that's what for JavaScript executor, guys. That's what for JavaScript executor way of selecting the date in the date fields. Now let's move on to the next one. That is selecting dates from different type of date picker calendar containing previous and next month. A lot of people were asking, right, how to select the previous month and next month kind of stuff. Okay, here we have a field in this application page. Yeah, here we have to go to this particular page, guys, path to USA.com travel companion website. We have to go. And then here, date of travel is there. We have to click inside that, click on this particular field. You'll get this date field. Okay, why this is there? Selecting dates from different type of date picker contains previous and next months also dates. Okay. Yeah, what I mean to say here is, okay, this is a different thing, guys. I'll tell you what is the difference here. When you click on this calendar, right, you see previous month dates are coming. Can you see 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? These are the active dates that you can select, but these are already over. This 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are already over, but 6, 7, 8, 9 are the possible dates. Today's date and tomorrow's date are there. But previous month dates are also coming here. In the earlier calendar, if you have seen, in the earlier calendar, you have seen, in the earlier, here selecting previous month dates and future dates is a different thing, but here in this path to USA, it's a different concept, guys. It's a different type of calendar. If you see here, in this month of May 2024, only this month dates are there. Okay. Starting from 6 to 31 are should be the possible dates, but you can also select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. The dates that are already completed also you can select. But here, guys, you cannot select the current month dates also when they're already over. Okay. You see it's 6th February, 6th May, 6th May 2024. So here from 6th onwards, I can select, but 5th and all those things I cannot select. Okay. That is the situation. That is the situation. I have to select some date which is currently active, not something that is already completed. That's the situation. Okay. Okay. This is also working, Rajkumar. That's great. I can have seen Rajkumar's text in the chat box, like instead of using JavaScript executor, right, he's using directly send keys command to enter the text into the date fields. Okay. Yeah, fine. We can do that also then. So I'll show that to everyone. So what Rajkumar has come is instead of using JavaScript executor here, he found out another way. Like instead of using JavaScript executor, he found another way by using the Selenium commands only, but in a different way. Okay. So he has used the date field directly instead of, execute script, JavaScript execute script and all. He simply said dot send keys. Okay. Dot send keys. And directly he gave the date details here. Okay. To enter the text into the date field. Okay. Run this code and see. So instead of running the JavaScript code here, the Rajkumar is using the send keys command of the Selenium WebDriver only. That is also working. So let's see how it is working in the previous example. After the page loads, you see, but the problem is what? When you type here, you see this kind of thing is coming. The calendar is opening up. You have to click somewhere to close it. Okay. Again, you have to click somewhere to close it. So let's click on the calendar handle heading to close it. Calendar handle heading. After that, let's close the calendar handle. Copy this. I'll simply write down the code here to overcome that problem. Either this one I have to write, or I can simply say driver dot find element by dot by dot xpath. Provide the xpath expression, that is /h1 text is equal to give the text between the tags, calendar handling. Okay. Or you can simply say contains text, comma. You don't have to give these spaces anymore, or normalize space is another way is there. That also you can use, whatever it is convenient for you. Use that and create the web element. I'll simply say heading is equal to hover the mouse. Some element I am taking, guys. That's okay. Just some element on the page to close that calendar icon, right? That is coming. I'm just clicking on that so that calendar option will go off. Okay. In this case, the calendar interface is not coming, but here calendar UI is coming after typing the text. So you see, just I'll add the red dot sleep so that you guys can see now. The red dot sleep. So just for demo purpose, I'm adding the red dot sleep. After the calendar comes, after 3 seconds, it will close the calendar that is coming out by clicking on any other element on the page. Okay, just by clicking somewhere surrounding that element on the page, whatever the calendar displayed calendar will go off. Okay, let's see what will happen in this case. Is another way that is provided by Rajkumar. After the page loads, it has entered the calendar. After 3 seconds, you see it will click on calendar and the calendar should go away. After 3 seconds, more seconds happened, but calendar is not going away, guys. This calendar should be going away. That's what is the requirement. Okay. So somehow here, what is happening? JavaScript exception is coming. JavaScript error status unable to locate an element with XPath expression. I think I gave a wrong. Why JavaScript executor exception is coming in that case then? JavaScript element with the syntax failed to evaluate on document this string calendar handle is not a valid XPath expression. There's some mistake I'm doing here. Let's see. Let's see what is a mistake I am doing. I'll try this out here. Right click somewhere on the page. Okay, not this one. This one I'll go to the calendar page, right click here, select inspect option. Just select somewhere, Control F, Control V. Is that not valid? Yeah, here circular bracket is missing. Okay, that's the reason, guys. There's an XPath expression problem there. Copy paste the proper XPath expression. Yeah, I was a bit overconfident in that XPath expression and believed that it will work. But there was a mistake in that, okay? Because of that, we got JavaScript exception or some kind of exceptions we'll get, guys. That's okay. Let's see after the page loads, after 3 seconds, it has to click on calendar handle and calendar is getting disappeared. Okay, so this is working fine. Either this way you can use or this way you can use, both are fine. Here JavaScript executor is directly typing, but this one need to create one more web element and whichever is easy, you guys can use it. Either this one you can use or this one you can use. So it's okay. It's okay you to use anything. But anyhow, using Selenium automation code, you are not replicating whatever that has to happen in real time. So if this is easy, you have to use this. And if that is not easy, you have to use a JavaScript executor. So which one is easy, guys? Which one is easy? Do you think? This way or this way? This way is easy or this way is easy?
Arun, can you explain the second part once?
This one?
Yes.
So here what we are doing is, instead of using the JavaScript executor, we are using the normal Selenium commands, but we are not going in a traditional way. Okay, traditional way means you will click on this and select all these things and select one date and month and all. This is the traditional way, right? We are not doing that. Instead, whatever we have done with the JavaScript executor, right? Like for example, here if I refresh this page and now I'll directly enter the thing into that, right? I'll directly enter. You see? 12, 13, 20, 28, I'll directly enter using JavaScript executor. Now Rajkumar has got an idea. Rajkumar has got an idea like instead of using the JavaScript executor, can we use the normal commands of Selenium like send keys command to type that date into the text fields, the date field instead of using the JavaScript executor where I'm doing the same thing, right? Can we use send keys command just to type? That will be more simple. Why I have to complicate it? He thought, and then he gave the solution like date field dot send keys. Okay, in this case, send keys requires one more web element, and why I'm doing this is a question. After this is clear, na, for you?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Krishna Priya, that is clear, na? Send keys is clear for you. Using that, when you are typing that, right, what is happening? This kind of thing is happening. After typing, right, this calendar is appearing. Got it?
Got it.
I want to get rid of this calendar. How to get rid of this calendar? I have to click somewhere surrounding this, any calendar handle or any other element. I have to click somewhere around. Okay. So I choose calendar heading here, calendar handle heading. I inspected that and created a web element for that. Okay. Driver.find element by.xpath calendar handle using XPath expression. I created web element. I clicked on the web element so that this calendar, whatever, after typing this, right? After typing this, whatever the calendar is appearing like this, right? When I click on the calendar handling, it's going off. That's the only thing.
Got it. Got it.
You don't have to click on this one only. You can click this one, anything, any element that is surrounded by this, you can click on that just to close that, okay, indirectly. Okay?
Thanks. Yeah, I got it.
But sometimes, yes, hi, Nigora.
Why you don't use keys dot enter?
Oh,
Like data
yeah,
field send keys dot enter. Why we don't use this?
yes. Date feed dot send keys. Instead of that, alternative way, can we use send keys? Send keys dot enter. Is that working?
Rajkumar, he sent this in
Yes,
his
yes.
code.
Let's see. Let's see whether if that is working. That's also fine. That's also very simplest code. Okay, I'm not saying that JavaScript executor is the best way. If you got a better solution, like that also maybe this time it may be a better way. Whatever Rajkumar may have sent, maybe the better way if this works. Okay. Any of these things you can use, guys. There's nothing much. Okay. Either you can use JavaScript executor or you can use the send keys. Both are fine. These are the multiple ways of using the stuff. Anyone get, yeah, that is working. So this is the best way I can say. This is also a best way. Either you can choose between JavaScript executor or this one also. Both are fine. Okay. Both are fine. I think this is not required anymore, right? This way is not required anymore. So either JavaScript way or this way is also fine. But the easiest way is this one. Just pressing the enter key is even more better. And this is also fine. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Nigora, for pointing out that. Yeah, Rajkumar, you got the clarity. Rajkumar, thanks for giving that. And yeah, this also looks a better way now. When we use keys dot enter, right? It becoming better. Okay, that's fine. Any of the ways you can use, there is no restriction. Whenever the something is not working, you have to follow a different approach. Okay. Now the thing here is, let's move on to the next part where I am saying I'm comparing the calendars here, Jesse. This page calendar, when I click on that, I'm getting the next option, previous month option, next month option, and then I'm getting all this, on the dates that are there in the calendar from 1 to 31. I am getting, I can even select May 1st, 2024, I can select, okay? I can also select 31st also, okay? So all these dates are already over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are already over. Today is 6th date. Today's date is 6th year, 6th May 2024, when I am recording this and, training you guys on this. It's 6th May. And before that, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 are still active. All the calendars may not be like this, guys. If you go to the real websites, you see here you have to book a flight. Here you have to book a flight for that. So if you want to book a flight here in the date of travel, you have to click on the date of travel. And can you select the dates that are already completed for selecting a flight travel date for the flight? Date of travel, can you select the completed dates? Is that possible in real time? No, right? Who will select some dates that are already completed and book a flight on the dates that are the time is already completed for? Only the today onwards to the upcoming days. That should be possible. So that kind of calendars will exist in real time where they still show you the dates here 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are in disabled mode. Okay, they are in disabled state. If you inspect them, inspect one of the date, let's see what kind of thing they have applied. So disabled, you see what is an attribute we are using there? Disabled is the attribute to disable them. Okay. So in the enabled dates, for example, here 6 or whatever it is, which is enabled state, we don't have that disabled kind of attribute mentioned, but disabled attribute is there for 28, 29, 30. What about May 1st? Here also disabled attributes are there. That means you cannot select them. You cannot select them anymore. You cannot select them. Only the non-disabled dates you have to select. Okay. Only the non-disabled dates you have to select. Fine. So here you have to be particular. Okay. Yes, only from the current date to the future dates we can select in this case. So how to write the automation scripts to automate this kind of calendar where it will show the previous month dates and the current month dates in disabled state which are already completed, and current month active dates also which show, and next month dates are also coming. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I select this? I can select. I can select the next month dates, guys. Why I can select the next month dates? Because next month also you can select, right there. It's showing, you see. Okay, if I inspect this, what kind of properties we are getting, let's see. So kind of, it's not disabled actually. Okay, these dates look like, next month they are grayed out, but they are not disabled. You see, disabled attribute is not there. A disabled attribute is there up to the 5th date, the dates which are completed from 6th day onwards. From 6th day onwards, you see, the disabled attribute is not there. And when we go to the end of this month, that is May 31st is the last day. And here, already I selected this one. That's why I selected is coming. That's okay. But here, if you see this next month dates are also coming here. Okay. Not only this date, next month dates till 8 are coming. You see till 8, next month dates are coming. They are not in disabled state. You see no disabled attribute is there. Okay, here, but they mentioned clearly next month, day, like that. Okay, that's something new. You can see the difference right in this. Okay, so how to do this? How to go to a particular month and select or something? How to select this? How to select this? I think we can use this for automation, right? I think we have to use this for automation on weekends as a challenge. All these feeds, how to automate. Click on search. I think we can use this on weekend live automation challenge. We'll copy this and paste in the Telegram group. Whenever we come across this kind of websites, right, we can post them. Just give me a second. I'll post that. The Telegram group. Project weekend. Here I'll post. Okay, maybe next time when we are automating the things, we can automate this one. Okay, then fine. Okay, next one. So I have to automate this, guys, without any delay. Let's start automating this one. For that, I'll create a new class. Okay, new class. I'll just name this class as selecting date in due dates calendar. Okay, some name I am giving demo with main method. I'll run the automation script. I'll write the automation code. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O, then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get, and provide this URL here. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver dot manage dot window dot maximize driver dot get. Okay, in this get command, I'll write this application page and write this code here and simply what I have to do, guys, after coming to this page, I just need to click on this data travel field, inspect this data travel field. So yeah, this is there. Right click somewhere here. View page source is there. Right click somewhere here. View page source. Somewhere I got frame kind of option displayed. I just want to see whether any frame option is there. No, I don't think this part of any frame. Okay. So what does it have? Any particular ID or something where I can click and input type is equal to name is equal to ID is there. Copy this ID and click on create the web element, driver.find element by.id. By.id, create the web element for the date field. I'll put a semicolon here. This is like date of travel, right? Date field, I'll say for now. Date field is equal to. Hover the mouse on this and say create local variable and simply write down date field dot click. Okay. Let's see whether the date calendar is getting open or not. Okay. With this approach, let's see whether the date calendar field is coming or not. Okay. Scroll down. It came, but it went off. Somehow, right? It came, but it went off. Something is happening where date calendar is not opening properly. So I'll do one thing. I'll use JavaScript executors to scroll this page until this, element is visible first of all. Okay. So we'll see that approach. Before clicking on that, I would like to say driver. Sometimes we have to use all these techniques, guys. Okay. When things are not working out, let's scroll until, what if I scroll until end? That will be too much. I have to scroll until this one or any other thing, I'll try to scroll. Let's say search button, I'll scroll until the search button is displayed. I'll scroll till the search button. Inspect this. So here, span text is equal to search is there. Button is also there. Button type submit. Submit button, this is okay. So I'll just do this in local. Inspect this. I would like to scroll until the search button is displayed on the page. That's the reason I'm doing. So I'll write down something like this, control F / button, button, / button, type is equal to submit, at the rate type is equal to submit, I will say. And here, okay, submit, right? Where is submit? Inspect this. Text submit, I have to type. Type submit, I have to type. How many elements are coming is one. 2 elements are coming. I don't want to go with 2 elements, rather only 1 element that has double. Inside that, some grandchild tag is there, span tag having some text as such, / span, text is equal to. So we have to create some XPath expressions like this whenever it is needed to filter out of multiple elements, right? You see, I can locate this search now. See whether I can locate this search or not. Yeah, over the mouse and see button. It's not highlighting, but it should be the one. The text, this HTML code is not highlighting, so that I think this is the one, guys. Okay, I'll copy this XPath expression and come back here and write down. Create the web element like that is a submit button. Submit button is equal to driver dot search button, right? Search button, actually on the UI we have search button on the UI. Search button, driver dot find element by dot XPath, provide the XPath expression of that search button. Put a semicolon at the end. Create the web element over the mouse and say, otherwise simply say create web element. And here write down JavaScript executor, JavaScript executor. Scrolling the page till the search button, I want to do that, guys. Okay. Then JSC is equal to. So how to run the JavaScript code? This is the way. I'll explain this in detail in the upcoming session. Don't worry. Over the mouse on this and say create local variable. And then here I have to write down Control-Shift-O JSC.execute script. This command will help us in running the JavaScript code. Here in the arguments, I'll give the search button and I have to scroll the page until this search button is visible on the page. So what is the code we have to write here? Arguments of 0 dot scroll into view. Okay, I think this is the command we have to write, scroll into view. It will scroll until the search button is displayed on the page. Okay, like that we have running the JavaScript code, and finally we are clicking on the date field there. Let's see what will happen. First it has to scroll and then it has to click on the date field. Sometimes it will be tricky. So we have to use different techniques to get the things done on the application pages. First it has to scroll to the search button. Okay, now it's okay. But it has not scrolled that much, right? I thought it will scroll till the search button. It has not scrolled. Maybe you have to give another element for scrolling. Inspect this. Or I'll take any other example, any other till where I need to scroll in the page. Search button is not enough somehow. Then till where I can, request of people taking something is there here. Sorting is there. I'll just scroll until this sort will come. Is there any easiest way? P2U sort by field. Class name is there. I think this will work most probably. This will work. And here I'll say driver.find element by dot class name and provide that class name locator here. Instead of that, the button scrolling is not possible. So maybe is that scrolling also? Is that arguments.scroll into view is correct or not? Let's find it out once. Or any mistake I have done anywhere. I would like to see whether, because it's not scrolling properly. It's maybe optional, guys. Scrolling may be optional. But let's try that. With scrolling, it is going to be better. Scroll into view. Are there any mistakes in above code? Scroll while there could be browser specific fix or something. Scroll into view is working, I think. So I think I have written in a proper way. Scroll into view only. Scroll into view dot scroll into view of this particular element. Arguments of 0 of scroll into view until the search button is visible. We are doing that, but sort option until the sort option is visible. We'll scroll instead of search button. Okay, let's try this approach and see what is happening. I want proper scrolling to be done, guys, before selecting the date on the web page. Yeah, it went properly now, right? It went to the proper thing and it has selected the date also. It's working fine. Okay, the scrolling is working. Okay, it got jumped somehow. You see the date has been jumped somehow, right? There's a problem there. But the date field is open still, but somehow it got jumped. Okay, whatever the reason, maybe it got jumped. So it's not worry about that. We'll try to select some date here, like let's inspect this. So the application is kind of, filling the date and all, but still we have to find out, okay? Still we have to click on date and, after some time, some jumping is happening with this date, that's okay. But here we should select a particular date, we have to select a particular date, which is in a proper state, okay? Right click inspect. Let's say 15th November 2024, we'll select. Click on this, November 2024 is coming up. Just refresh this page once. Just click on this date. Just click on this date. And here, May 2024, some options are also coming to, yeah. Is there any options coming here? I can click on this. Is it possible to, down arrow you cannot use, you can use up arrow to increase the year. To increase the year, you have to up arrow, and to change the months, you have to use previous and next options to change the month. Okay. Going to 2027, or yeah, it's going to 2027. So a lot of logic can be written here. A lot of logic can be written here according to the date given. So here I'll click on that. I'll do one thing simple. First of all, I'll do a simple thing as I'll click on this. I'll refresh here and click on this date field, date of travel thing. And here I'd like to select any active date. That's the first requirement. 15th May, the current month. In that current month, the date I'll try to select that. Okay. You see it jumping in the manual part also. We can't do anything. 15th I'm inspecting. So this is getting highlighted. We have to make sure that it should not be in disabled state. And it should not have the previous month day. Previous month day should not be there. Okay, that I have to select. Okay. Previous month day I should not select. And if I am selecting, let's say 8 here, then here 8, another 8 is also there. Okay, if I try to select this 8, or if I select 8 here, another 8 is also there. So it should select only this 8, not this 8. How can we create such kind of XPath expressions? Control F. Control F. /span text is equal to 8. I'll write like this. You see some 8, multiple 8s are getting selected, which is next month day is coming, and this month day is coming. So we have to write some conditions like this. There is some kind of ways here. It should not be kind of thing. Okay, it should not be. I think that is, if I properly remember, colon not, I think so. What is XPath expression, guys? Anyone remember the XPath expressions? Colon not of square bracket. I'll try this out. Whether this is proper XPath or not, I don't know. But I'll try that. Colon not at the rate. At the rate, what is that one? Next month. Let's try this and see. It's not working. This may not be a proper XPath expression. There was something, guys, okay? Not method will be there. Okay, I'll go with ChatGPT again when I don't remember stuff. How to use not in XPath expressions. Tag name, div, tag name not of. Okay, not of this condition. At the rate class is equal to. Okay. Okay, inside that we have to use it. Okay, I got it. What we have to do. There is a browser. We go there and write the XPath expression here by saying I should write something like this. In that, I have to write not function in here. Okay. Here I have to write the not function. Circular bracket, not of. Let's press enter and see. Still two elements are coming. Why? Even though I use not. This one and this one are coming. Next month, the day only, right? Okay, it's a class. Again, it's a class, guys. Okay. The class. Okay, it's becoming difficult now. Does not contain. Instead of this, contains, I'll use contains. Let's see what will happen. Contains at the rate next month day. Okay, at the rate class, comma, that particular next month day. You see, this is a typical example we have to take, right? So let's see if any changes are happening. The circular bracket I have to view here. Now it's okay. Got it, guys? How I created this? The class attribute of that particular element should not contain next month day, then it's okay. Okay, then it's selecting only this option. And not only that, which also say that it should not contain that. Again, the class should not contain previous month day also. Further again, not inside the not. Okay, inside the not at the rate class. I mean contains. Inside the not again I have to use contains method. In the contains method I have to use at the rate class, comma, and here I'll write what is that, guys? Previous month day should not be there. Previous month day should not be there. And one more expression that is again the same thing. At the rate class should not contain disabled. Disabled is part of this class attribute, guys. Disabled is part of this attribute. So yeah, that's okay. So attribute, class attribute only. So like this, I have to write a big XPath expression. Okay. So not of contains at the rate class, not contains previous month day, not contains disabled, like that you have to select. Okay. So here it can be anything, for example. Okay. Or I can do one thing, I can just write like this, double slash span. How many elements are coming? 73. Yeah. Okay. So not coming. So let me inspect one of the things again. 1 minute. I want to get all the dates that are there in that possible dates that I can select. Right click inspect. Should be span and it should contain some text. Span tag having some text. Can be any text. Text. How can I do this? Let me select this. Let's say you want to select the today's date. Okay. Let's say you want to select the today's date. You can say class today. That's fine. And is there anything that I can do here? Click PR day. Is it available for everything or yes, it's available for everything. Span at the rate, contains, span contains at the rate class, comma, partial class I'm giving. That's the reason I'm using that. Liquor date, circular bracket, 1 of 26 are coming, you see. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Can we write it using conditions inside single bracket? Yes, that's correct. So if I remove this part, I'm getting 42. That's the problem. The previous month dates are coming. Next month dates are coming. All those things are happening. That's the reason I have to write all this stuff, guys. Okay. Is there any simplest way? I'll try this in ChatGPT. Is there any way to simplify this? Can we simplify this XPath expression? What it is saying? I'm not of, okay. I'm not of contains. Okay, this is also big only, right? There's no use in this. Okay. So this is the final XPath expression which will get you all the possible dates, guys. Okay, which will capture all the possible dates in the form of web elements, and you can select them. Okay, you can select any of them, like whatever the thing you want in this dates, right? You can select them. So I'm just thinking if you can do anything else. Okay, if it is flicker date space only. What if I write one technique where the today will be lost? Okay, if I do that technique instead of this XPath expression, I have another technique where it should contain only flicker day space or today. Only two options. That positive case also we can take. I'll copy this XPath expression. I'm trying to find the different positive. Here, 26 things are coming. That's very important for us. I'll just go here, paste it here. Okay, I'll paste it here. And then I'll create a new XPath expression. I'll inspect this date and select, and it can be today's date or non-today's date. You see, like this, I'll write double slash span at the rate class is equal to another simplest way I'm trying to create the XPath expression. Okay, it will only select today's date, guys. If your requirement is to select the today's date, this simply you can go with this and select the date in the calendar. For example, here I'll come back here and the code here I have to write is select today's date. Okay, for selecting today's date. Okay, in the calendar. In this calendar, we can write like this: driver dot find element by dot XPath by dot XPath or by dot class name also you can say, both are same. Okay, by dot class name is equal. Okay, and here in double quotes I'll provide that click a day today. Okay, I'll say today's date. If you want to select today's date is equal to over the mouse and say create local variable and simply write down today's date dot click. Okay, let's see whether it's selecting today's date or not. This is one of the way to select the date in the calendar, today's date in the calendar. First it will scroll there and has to select the today. You see there is a problem there. Asynchronous JavaScript activity is going on. Can you see that, guys? Can you see that asynchronous JavaScript activity is going on there, right? The calendar is not immediately coming. Without the page loading, the calendar is coming, right? So here better you write down invalid selector exception is coming up. Invalid selector expression compound class names not permitted. Okay. You see, when you are using class names, right, if there are any spaces between the class names, you cannot use this. Got it? This is one more learning for you. When you are using class name locator, right, it should be only one. Here, multiple classes are there. Class name will not work for multiple classes, which are separated by space. This is one class. This part is one class. This part is another class. So that is not working. So we have to go with XPath expression only. XPath. Inside this, I'll write /span @class is equal to this will work. But directly @class name will not work. Class name locator will not work. Why? Because these are compounded. Multiple classes are there here. Class locator you cannot only use when you have only single class. Here in this example, this is one class assigned to this class attribute. This is another class assigned to the class attribute. In that case, you have to go with XPath or whatever it is. Okay, now run the script and see whether it is working or not. And also I can see some asynchronous JavaScript activity there where the calendar is not coming by directly. You can see that there's a problem with the application where the calendar is jumping. That will not happen in real time. If that happens in real time, you have to report a defect. After a while, calendar is jumping. That's the defect in the application. First, it will scroll. Then it will click on the calendar and select that. It's selecting the date, guys. No issues. It's selecting whatever the today's date it is selecting. But it's better that you write this code to overcome the any asynchronous activity. At least you write this code manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot off seconds duration dot off seconds 10 seconds, let's say. Okay, duration dot off seconds 10 seconds. Okay, like this you can do. This is the best way. And anyhow, it is working fine. It will work, guys. Okay, after implicitly wait also it will work. It will not fail. So this is how we can select the today's date, guys. Today's date. But if I want to do some other thing apart from today's date, I want to do more things. Just close all these things once the tasks are done. Browser instances which are opened by automation script. Apart from today's date, maybe I have to select another date, you know. Flickr date space is there. Copy this Flickr date space and here write down @ tag is same. So we can write something like this: @class or @class is equal to Flickr date space. Yeah, still it is locating 26 elements, right? This is enough, right? You see 6, 7, 8, 9, till 31st it will select. You see, till where it is going, let's see. 20, yeah, 9, 30, 31. Again 6. Okay. So using this, we can retrieve all the active dates. Okay. All the active days in this particular month, we have to retrieve with the help of this XPath expression. Okay. Whether you are in any month, you can select that. For now, we'll not worry about changing the month and, we don't want to change the month and year here. So simply we'll write down driver dot find element by dot XPath expression. Provide the XPath here, find elements, I'll say, because multiple dates will come. This is the simplest XPath expression you can give. Instead of negating like not and all, you can use the simplest XPath expression. Find elements, it will give you the list of web elements. Active dates is equal to, hover the mouse on the active dates and you'll get all the active dates. In that active days, you have to select something. Okay. Write down some code here. Write down some code to select the active date. I want to select some date. String day is equal to, let's say if I give 15, let's say if I give 15 as a day. Okay, I would like to do something here. For each and every web element here. For web element, colon, active dates. I'll say active dates and active dates. Okay, active date else. Active days, I'll say otherwise, active days. Here also active days. Okay, here active day, I'll say better. Instead of date, I'll say day. Okay, so then I would write down active day dot get text. Okay, if active date dot get text dot equals this day, this particular day, 1 minute, sorry, is equal to this particular day, then what you will do, whatever the day I want to select in that calendar, if that is equal to that particular day, then in that case, I'll simply say active day dot click. Okay. So again, I'll write here int count is equal to 0. And here, whenever it selects a particular day, right, whenever it enters here, I'll say count plus plus, count plus plus. So after this for loop, if count is less than 1, the count is less than 1, write down system.out.println. The given day is not an active day, hence can't be selected in the calendar, hence can't be selected in the calendar. You see, I'm writing the logic on the fly, guys. Okay, I'm not pre-scripted here. Whatever the ideas I'm getting, I'm implementing them on the flow. Okay, if 15 is there in the part of the active days, using this iterator, it will be done. Once it is done, right, I don't have to stay. I can use a break statement to come out. Once it has clicked on, what is the use of iterating more, right? No need to iterate, will come here. But if the count is more than, is greater than 0, if the count is less than 1, sorry, if the count is less than 1 means count has not incremented at least once, means no date is selected. In that case, we'll say the given day is not an active day, hence can't be selected in the calendar. We'll write down. Okay, we'll try these possibilities and see whether this code is working or not. So to work on the calendars is an advanced thing, guys, that you have to face in real time. Yeah, it's working already. It selected the date, you see. And I would not want to hard code this. I'll use scanner here. Scanner is equal to new scanner dot in. But this one I have to write in the beginning, guys. I cannot write it here. Why? Because I have to collect this input string day in the beginning. Otherwise, in between the script, right, it will be very difficult. Then Control Shift O. Here, system.in, the semicolon, Control Shift O, Java.int is scanner, scanner dot next int, next not int only, right? Next day will be in the form of int. Okay. Int. Okay, day. Or else we can receive this in string format directly. That will be very easy. Scanner dot next line, I'll say. And I'll simply directly say string only. String day. They can enter the date in the form of numerical thing in the form of string format. That's okay. Here I'll ask the user to enter any day number in this month. Okay. Day number in this month. Okay. Day number or some kind of instruction you can give here and simply write down somewhere here after the scanner is task is done. We can close the scanner object and now run the code. And here string day, I'll say that particular day we are giving here. Okay. Let's run this code and see whether I'll try different days and how the program is responding. I have to see. Here I'll give something like 1, which is already done in this particular month. Day 1 is already completed, guys. So here it is 1 only, right? You can see here it is. What is the status of the 1? 1 is not there anywhere. Okay, it's not in active state. So if I press enter, let's see what will happen. It will open the automation script. Okay. The given day is not an active date, hence can't be selected in this calendar. Okay. That is what is happening, guys. When you press 1, that is what is happening. And we are actually clicking the date field and it's getting closed also at the end. Okay. That's okay. Day is not getting selected. That's okay. For now, this can be done. And other thing is that what if you want to receive in the format of month, date, year, and select here. Okay. If you want to change this month, let's say, okay, until this month comes, I have to keep on going, right? Until the month and year comes, I have to keep on going. And year, I can change it here itself, right? Year, I can change it here. I'll do one thing. I'll just click on this. I would like to change the year in this calendar, right? Click inspect this. Okay, a lot of things have to be done, guys. A lot of things have to be done. This will take some time. We have to select month and year. Okay, we have to select month and year. Now we have to select month and year in the calendar. Okay, month and year in the calendar. This logic I'll cover in the next session. Okay, the next session I'll cover. So few things we have seen, guys. The calendar programming, you see, for every calendar you have to write your own logic. Okay, for every calendar will be different, but I am trying my level best in showing you different type of calendars here. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, every calendar is different. So every calendar is different, guys. So we have to work on it in our way. Okay. So a lot of programming difference will be there. If you see the different previous calendar, it was different programming. Now here I'm writing different kind of logic. I have to select the active dates. In that active dates, I have to iterate in that active dates iteration, and you have to compare with the date that we want to select in the active dates. If that is day is there, then only here count plus plus. If the count is 0 or less than 1, okay, then automatically, okay, the count is greater than 0 is also fine. Okay. Generally less than 1 is enough. This logic is good. Then given date is not active, can't be selected. The calendar is also getting printed. Okay. We have to select the month and year that I'll cover in the tomorrow's session. Okay. Next session, that is tomorrow's session. Let's see. This week mostly will be dealing with calendars only, guys. A lot of calendars are there. We have to work on calendars this week, okay? Select dates from different type of things. Previous and next month dates are visible, which are non-active dates are coming. So still how to select the active dates and select the month and year that I have to cover. Selecting date and time into a different type of date picker calendar. Different type of calendars are still there here. This calendar, if you see Guru 99 related calendar, let's see what is there. Yeah, this kind of calendar is there. How you will enter date into this kind of calendar, okay? And then we have this kind of calendar where you can select the previous, I think this is in, you can say select the previous month and next month dates, okay? So that kind of calendars are there. Then third date. I opened this one. Third date is this one. You see here I have to, there's a different type of calendars are there. This first day is already completed in, you see, is already completed, guys. This one. This one. Okay. We'll do one thing, guys. This weekend also, we'll take this calendars as a practice, okay? This calendars page as a practice, we'll see this weekend also. So we'll continue this in then this weekend also, okay? For weekend challenge also, I'll put this. Otherwise, you'll not be able to complete, guys. These things are very, time-taking stuff. We'll do one thing. Weekend also, I'll cover the calendars details because a lot of calendars are there. We'll continue this, okay? We'll continue this until all the calendars topics are completed. On the weekend, the live project automation also will be on calendars only, okay? Till the calendars topic is completed. So weekend also will put the same thing. We'll try to automate this. This will take time definitely, and the weekends. This will be done on the weekends. I'll explain this on the weekends. We'll go up to here on the weekdays, and remaining all this stuff I will do on the weekends. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So this one I'll try to complete. Okay, this one I try to complete tomorrow. Most probably this part will be completed, and next we'll go into the other things. Okay. Fine. Then did I close the notes? Yeah. Any
How
doubts?
many topics are remaining now?
Yeah, I have to see.
Yeah.
These notes actually. Yeah. We are now in calendars, right? We are now in calendars. So then we have tables. Then we have WebDriver hierarchy, JavaScript executor, new features in Selenium Java. These are the topics for now that are left out. This will take time, guys. Okay, this will take time. Calendars itself will take time. Or we can do one thing, that is, if they are taking too much of time, it's okay to learn this. Very important to learn this kind of stuff. Okay, should not miss them. So we'll do one thing. Going ahead, right along, and weekend also will try to automate something in this areas. Okay. So that we can match the weekends also. So that in the weekends, right, live automation, anyhow, we are doing this kind of live automation is same, right? Different type of calendars we are covering and all, okay? As part of live automation challenge also, I'll cover the same topics, okay? So it's everything is an additional here. How to handle a calendar, only one way is not there. Multiple ways are there, okay? It depends on the situation.
Okay.
Tomorrow you will come across different type of calendar, but my intention is to different variety of calendars in part of automation, okay? So we'll match the weekends and go forward. Okay, that's what I feel. Okay. So
Actually, I'm waiting for the framework part. That's the reason I'm asking
you should
you.
not wait. You should enjoy the journey basically. In this,
Yeah.
they have to, even I am waiting for the framework part to start, but that is not going to happen soon. Okay, so we'll
Okay.
need more time, but we have to find out the ideas or something where maybe what we'll do is that Monday to Friday, right? Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, we'll go with the handling calendar for now. Okay, whatever we can complete. Maybe the next calendar, whatever the next calendar that is coming, right? That will go. Okay. After that next calendar is done, we'll postpone the remaining things. Okay. In this handling calendar, a lot of calendars are there, right? Apart from this, there are different variety of calendars, right? So I have an idea here. Just let's see. For the people who are interested in that thing, we can do one thing. Okay. So we have weekends also, and we can get more time on weekends also. Okay. Basically, type of date pickers are there. So till now we are going till here, right? Till here, this part. I would like to complete this part in the next session. And after that, remaining portions are there, right? Selecting previous month and dates and future dates, selecting date and time into a different type of date picker calendar. This one. Okay. All these things, I'll postpone them to weekends. Okay. 11th and 12th do as a challenging. Okay. Because these are many things are there. Okay. And also apart from this, if you get any other calendars also, we'll do on the weekends. We'll take some real applications, and after this also we'll try to automate something on the weekends. Okay. And weekends we'll try to increase the timeline, because weekends is some timeline where you don't have to go to office or something, right? Maybe. So we'll take more time there and try to finish most of the stuff on the weekends. Okay. That technique, if you use, then it's possible to complete the things in less time. Okay.
Okay.
That's the plan I'm calculating, and these extra things I'll do on the weekends. Okay. As a live automation challenge, I'll cover these things on weekends. Okay. We'll go till here. Now, tomorrow, I think we'll complete the calendar in that case, and all these things I'll put into the weekend part. Okay. And weekend part, this one and any other calendar types we'll try to explore and cover. Okay.
Yeah.
And any other real application calendars. Okay, fine. That's the plan that I have, so that we can move on with the topics. Otherwise, we'll stuck here in the topic for a long period of time. The tables also same thing. Tables also will do the same thing. We'll open the tables notes and see what is there. Sometimes planning is also important. So whatever we can complete on weekdays, we'll complete. So for already you have the HTML knowledge, you already have the XPath or CSS knowledge. Okay, I don't have to cover that again. Static tables and dynamic tables, only 2 items are there. Okay, I think we can complete this, no problem. We don't have to worry on this. Okay, this is okay. We can complete. We have to complete also on the weekdays only. And coming to WebDriver hierarchy, this doesn't take more than 2 days. Okay, this will take tomorrow. 2 more. This handling tables will 2 days. Let's assume. 1 day or 2 day, we don't know. So 1, 2, 3, let's assume. This one, WebDriver hierarchy. WebDriver hierarchy, how many days is required? Let's see. I think we can experiment on these things, all the variety of stuff in depth, this hierarchy and all in 1 day, maybe. Okay, 4 days total. JavaScript executor is there. Okay, JavaScript executor is there, but this is something, it will take some time. JavaScript executor will take some time here, guys. I have to explain some JavaScript concepts, and then this includes some JavaScript DOM and, like this. What is a JavaScript executor? Interface is the purpose of JavaScript executor in Selenium to run. But the purposes here, different purposes are there. It's very important also to know JavaScript basics, makes the HTML dynamic, uses DOM statements for accessing the elements on the page. DOM statements we have to learn. Okay. After DOM statements, we have to try all this stuff. Okay. We have to try all this stuff, guys. Okay. You don't have to learn JavaScript, but DOM statements is important in this case to perform operation. A lot of elements are there, but I'll show few elements here, maybe. Clicking an element or something, I'll show that. Remaining all the things I'll cover on the weekends. Okay. That is one plan we can do for JavaScript executor. And new features of Selenium. New features in Selenium is some topic that we have to do on the weekdays only. There's no other way. This will take some time. Okay, this will take some time. If you really want, or if you want me to move this onto the ending part, I can move that also. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. Do you want me to cover frameworks first or Selenium 4 features? What do you think, guys? Lot of features are there in Selenium 4. Frameworks or Selenium 4 features that you have to see. This will definitely take 4 days minimum. 3 to 4 days minimum it will take. Okay. Or we can also plan the same thing because 2 weekends it's already going off, right? So,
Arun, can we start from framework part? Basics of a framework.
no, we cannot do this before completing this, right?
Uh, no. I mean to say on Saturday and Sunday, can we go for the framework?
No, that is not a right idea. Okay. Why? Because
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday add-on sessions only. I cannot take weekend because some people, will not be attending the sessions on weekends. Okay. That's the problem. That's the reason only I put additional topics. Whatever I covered calendar, let's say, assume that what I can put on weekends. You see, for example, calendar is there. Okay. We are covering calendars. In that 1 or 2 calendars or 1 or 2 or 3 calendars I covered. Remaining I can move to the weekends because that is live automation only. So that's okay. Because whether people want to get some additional information, they can understand, right? The additional part I'm moving, but I cannot move the actual part to the weekends. Okay, that's the problem.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe new features in Selenium also we can move to the weekends. I don't think people really need Selenium 4. They'll come on to the weekends, right? People who really need Selenium 4 features to be understood, right? They have to come on to the weekends. Maybe some portion of Selenium 4 that is very important comments I'll cover on the weekdays, and remaining all I'll move on to the weekends. Okay, the additional stuff I'll move on to the weekends. Is that fine? Is that fine? So I have an ultimate plan, guys. What I will do is for next few weeks, what I will do weekends, I'm saying. Next few weekends, right? We'll focus more on the completing of this portion. Okay. On the weekends, instead of taking non-tech to tech series or, instead of taking that manual testing thing, instead of taking that live automation thing, all the additional stuff of Selenium I'll cover on the weekends. Even the 8 p.m. IST thing also. I'll completely teach additional stuff on weekends so that I can complete the portion. What do you say? Is that idea good? Only important things on weekends? It doesn't mean that I will not cover these things on weekdays. I'll cover whatever that is important on weekdays, important ones. All the additional stuff I'll move on to the weekends. Complete Saturday, Sunday, 4 sessions, 8 sessions will be there. All the additional stuff will be covered as part of the weekends. What do you say that idea? What do you think? Is that good? So that we can start the frameworks in a faster way, if you are okay with that. Important stuff of these concepts I'll cover on the weekdays, and on the weekends I'll cover all the additional stuff. All the additional stuff on the weekends. Okay, for a few weeks. For few weeks, right? We'll not go with any other topics. Only Selenium topics will be there on weekends for especially for batch 1. Batch 2 also can attend if they are somehow okay. And by doing this, right, maybe from the next week all onwards, like a lot of sessions will be completed and we can move forward very fast. Okay, we'll continue this completely until these things are completed. Weekends I'll dedicate for this things to be completed. What do you say? Is that okay? And also the framework also, the important framework concepts I'll cover on the weekdays. I'll cover the important framework concepts on the weekdays, and R&D framework concepts on the weekends, so that we can wrap up our batch faster. Okay, we can move ahead very bit faster. What do you say, guys? Is that plan good? Coming days, for a few weeks, we'll do that, so that because it's taking long time, right, for our things to be completed. Okay, so we'll do that process on weekends. Also, we have to be active, so otherwise it will not be done. Okay. If you want a faster pace, then we have to utilize our weekends for this purpose. So in the coming days, I'll change the plan. Okay. Batch 1 oriented plans I'll take on weekends. additional stuff, frameworks R&D on weekends. If you guys are okay. Morning 7 a.m. and evening 5:30 p.m. onwards. Maybe 2 to 2:30, I can go with the technical sessions because some people like Nigora and all, they cannot attend the sessions at 2:30. So I have to start from 5:30 only. Only 3 sessions I can take on weekends, I think so in that case. Maybe morning session I can extend if you want, okay? Morning session I can take an extended session, but 2 to 2:30 p.m. session, non-tech to tech series, we can hold it for a while. And then 5:30 p.m. to that whatever the time it takes, we can do that. Yeah, I'll go with that plan, guys. I'll announce changes, okay, soon. I think that plan looks good because this will take a lot of time. If you want to do in this R&D mode, right, we have to spend a lot of time. So for a few weekends, right, we'll go with all the additional topics and, we'll try to wrap up the things, okay? In this month, we'll try to wrap up. This month, right, May, June or something, we'll try to wrap up the things, okay? That's the plan. But framework thing will take some time, but we have to spend some multiple weekends on that. The, weekday trainings will be done. Weekday trainings will try to wrap up and we'll slowly move into the weekend mode, okay? Only the sessions will be on weekends going ahead. That R&D sessions and extra additional sessions will be on the weekends, okay? That's a plan for me from my side, guys, okay? That's a plan from my side. You guys are okay? Then we are good to go. Yeah, fine then. Any other questions or doubts? I'll implement the plan. Important things on the weekdays and additional stuff on the weekends is a plan. Simple. Okay. Whoever want to get additional advantage, they have to come on weekends. There's no other way. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Any other questions or doubts, guys? Just type no in the chat box if you don't have any questions or doubts. Okay, great. No doubts. So that's all for today, guys. That's all for today. We'll try to complete calendars tomorrow, the important things of calendars tomorrow, and remaining all will postpone to weekends. Okay. So see you in the next session. Bye, everyone. See you. Yeah, welcome, Nigora. See you. Bye.